Send him a link. Send him a link.
Okay.
All right. We're going to send Eric a link. But this is Wildcard Wednesday, and we're reviewing whatever beer we want, whether it's super deluxe craft or trash, so-called. Now, I'm in Louisiana. Eric's going to join from Massachusetts. Jean-Pierre is in Alabama. So we got two Gulf Coast people up the road, way up the road, in Brooklyn, New York City. We have Michael Komaroff with another North Carolina specialty. And then Jesse is going to play Twister. He is in New Hampshire. And Eric's going to bring something interesting. He always does bring something unusual. So I'm going to say that I've got Dos Equis Lager Especial. It was introduced in 1983. And so I don't think it was you, Jean, that had the reverb. It's somebody else, but we'll go through that. So it's yeah, it might be bumpy. I think it's Michael, actually. It's 4 point.
I'm muting mine.
Okay, let's do that. It's 4.7% alcohol. It's 10%, 10 IBUs. So bitterness, if you want bitterness, Dos Equis Especial is not going to be your thing. 131 calories. Here's the ingredients: water, barley malt, cornstarch, and or syrup. So they're using either cornstarch and or syrup, just as the adjunct, and then hops and ascorbic acid. You always want to make sure you got that ascorbic acid in your beer, right? All right. So let's look at the comments. Yeah, you should have the link now. Yeah, you should have it now. I think Michael's send it. Hello, Craig. Thanks for joining.
How you doing? What's going on, Craig?
Now, flying up to the Northeast to Michael, what do you have tonight? Show us this North Carolina specialty.
This is called Dream IPA from Foothills Brewing in Winston-Salem. 6.4% alcohol. I don't know the IBUs. It's in a 19.2 ounce can. It seems like all their canned beers are larger than pint cans. And I had 4 different ones, 3 IPAs and 1 golden ale that my cousin sent me when I got my care box, which was it. I finished 3/4 of it already. And I'm going into the last quarter with this one. But I'm looking forward to it. Now I'm going to mute myself again.
Okay, I think it was coming from Joe. Now we got Ronnie S. from the Gulf Coast of Florida.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
I got a Blue Point Imperial Sunshine.
Bad audio. Sound like 2001: Space Odyssey when Hal was starting to break. Hey guys, drinking mamas. Oh, that's right. He'll get it fixed. He's got a craft beer, a special craft beer.
Somebody else send Eric the link. He didn't get mine. Send Eric the link.
Sean, post a link in the International Beer Review Guild, if you don't mind. I can post it right here, Eric. Look, Eric, it's right here in the Hangout. Now, Jesse is going to show us his playing Twister, getting excited, having a baby. Okay.
So from Pipe Dream Brewing out of Londonderry, New Hampshire, is Naked Twister. That's the label art there. And this is a double IPA. Comes in at 9% ABV. Lovely can art.
9%. And we're going to have Ronnie joining us in a moment. He had a little technical issue, a little audio breakdown. There's Eric with the the black and gold, knocking them cold in black and gold.
Yeah. What's going on, people?
Come on.
Then
How you
we're
doing,
just
Eric?
doing wild.
All right. It's going.
Hi, Eric.
Hello.
All right.
So, what do you have?
I
He's
am
from
drinking
Massachusetts.
this is from the Woodstock Union Brewery in Bumpy's neck of the woods. This is the double Pig's Ear Brown Ale. It's their double version of their Pig's Ear Brown Ale. 8.4% alcohol by volume.
How much? 8.1?
8.4.
Oh, 4. Okay.
North Comstock, New Hampshire. Or North Comstock, North Woodstock, New Hampshire. There you go.
So, is that a common beer or a rare beer?
This is a limited edition. The Pig's Ear Brown Ale, just their normal brown, is pretty common. This one, I don't know on what limited basis, but it definitely is a seasonal beer when they bring it out. Yes.
Okay. Now look what Craig says.
Well, you two saying, Craig? Yeah, I mean that is one of the better beers out of the state. So I'm looking forward to this one.
So we should have Ronnie back on. Now, well, I'll just give a quick rundown on my beer.
Hey, Jay, you forgot about me.
Oh,
Sorry. What do you have? I'm sorry, Noah.
Yeah.
If you know how, if you knew how long I worked today, you'd understand my.
Hey, all good, man. Budweiser Nitro Reserve, Nitro Reserve Gold came out in 2019. Part of the Reserve, late 2019, part of the Reserve Gold Series, or part of the Reserve Series that Budweiser has been doing. And I really wanted to do the Goose Island IPA, but when I got there at the store, I picked it up and I said, Goose has a new label. Why am I still seeing the old label? And I look at the dates and say, oh, that's right. The beer is from 2018.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I just say, okay, there's Budweiser Nitro. I'll go ahead and do that. And so anyway, that's the thing that really infuriates me about these stores going there. They just won't rotate their stock at all. Just shame on them. But anyway, the date on this is go ahead.
I was about to say, same old story here.
Yeah. Anyway, the date is August 13th, 2020, so it's fresh. Yay. And had this beer before, of course. I reviewed it, and that's what I'm drinking tonight. And I'm probably going to be leaving y'all within 15 minutes. So, but
okay, I'm going to do. Yeah, we can't help the echo, and I don't hear any echo actually, except that some little nicky knack noise. But generally, the audio is good from what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Also, I got the AC,
Okay,
and kind of warm in the living room, so kind of, it's the central air in the house. So
I got windows open. All right, I'm gonna do mine real fast, y'all. I'm telling you, because everybody knows Dos Equis. It's golden. It's has a little, has typical lager head. The foam. You got lacing. Now, this beer reminds me sort of like a Munich Helles, German Helles, Munich Helles, because it has a real pronounced, strong, bold grain, and it's like a bread biscuit. You know what I mean? Like a soda cracker, I think. Not a biscuit, a soda cracker. And you'll get that with those Euro lagers. Of course, this has the adjunct, but then Peroni has adjunct too, and some other. When you get outside of Germany, they will use corn, But Birra Moretti. Okay, but it's a beautiful smell. Honestly, it's spicy from those. I always think it's some kind of noble hops. Spicy hop, but it's very low, 10 IBUs. But it's there. 90% not there, 10% there. It's bready. Get a little corn starch, I guess, kind of underbody. It's a crisp, clean, easygoing, refreshing. It's been on the market 37 years. I think it's a winner. It's pricey, but you're buying the brand name Dos Equis thing, so we know how that works. You see it at most Mexican restaurants. It's super popular. It's not my favorite thing, of course, but I like it. I prefer the Ambar, but the Lager Especial's meant to compete with like Corona Extra or Sol, Tecate, Budweiser, right? That kind of thing, just a regular old lager. So it's a winner. I like it. Now, Jean has some time constraint issues.
Yeah. So again, everybody, good evening. All those watching across America, around the world, hello. Tonight, I am drinking Budweiser Nitro Gold Reserve. Again, it's someone just said comment. Bud Nitro tastes flat, even though it has a nice head on it. It does. It has a nice head on it, but you do get some of those caramel flavors, as I mentioned on the description of the beer. It is caramel malt with a deep golden color and bold. It has a nice full body taste to it. You know what I said when I reviewed it, I gave it a B score. I liked it, but I wasn't in love with it. Of terms of the Reserve series overall, I more prefer the 1933 repeal, and I think the Jim Beam one that what was the last Jim Beam one that they did? Jay, you can probably refresh my memory on that one. I guess the barrel age one that they did.
Black lager, yeah.
Right. To me, I think those are probably the two they've done have really been knocked out of the park by far of the Reserve series. And again, I understand. I would hope is available year round, but we understand why they would to make this. Yeah, we'll put it this time of the year, we'll put this that time of the year, and this time of the year. So, nice finish, 5%. It ain't gonna put you in a bad way if you drink maybe two more of these, but don't go over 3. Let's put it that way. But I think it's a very good lager. I guess the category would be what, more of a red lager, or it wouldn't be a Vienna style lager, right?
No.
Ale?
There's no adjunct in it, so it's a non-adjunct nitro lager.
Yeah. So I think they did a good job in this. Again, I like it. Not in love with it, but it's a a good, and I like the can design too of this as well. So,
John,
Yeah,
where does your B fall in the number grade? 85, 86?
Well, if 86, would that be 80? Well, 86, 87, would that be a B plus or no?
Just a B. It would just be a B.
Okay, B. I guess. Yeah, I guess that at that range, 84, 85, about 84, 85.
Okay, gotcha.
So what do you say, 84 or 85?
I'll go with 85.
Okay,
Okay.
I got it.
We like to pin you down now, you see.
But oh, by the way, Jake, real quick, I don't know if you're getting any bad weather. We're about to get some bad weather here in Mobile, this area, severe weather tonight and going into, because the sky's getting a little dark right now at 6:44 local time. Also, I like that hat that you were wearing, that review you did with David. Yeah.
During the Four Roses.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. I like the hat. So, yeah.
Thank you. I didn't have it adjusted.
We're going camping.
I didn't have it adjusted quite right, but yeah, it was. The problem with that hangout that day was we kept reviewing this one, then we reviewed another one, then another one, then another one. So if you watch the last
one of those, yeah, I think I was in one of those. Oh yeah. Let's review this. Let's review that. By the way, that was a great time. I enjoy it. We got to do it again.
I agree, Craig. Yeah, if you watch the last review coming up, it's pretty ragged. You're gonna laugh. I almost wanted to delete it because people are gonna say, "Y'all drank too much." I was like, "Duh! Look what we drank." I mean, what do you think's gonna happen? And I laid down on the couch. And I said, let me lay down for a few minutes. And like 3 hours later, I woke up and I was like, wow, what happened? But
Hey, was your car clean?
right, I washed and detailed the whole car. Didn't know it. No, that didn't happen.
Okay.
Ron, if you can taste the adjunct, does that mean the beer has been brewed poorly or incorrect?
Well, that's what they say. Yeah, that's what they say on the Brewers Academy on Moosehead Brewing's website. They're saying an adjunct should not evidence any flavor or aroma. But sometimes it does seem like you can pick up rice or corn, but it's supposed to be at least not very noticeable. You know what I'm saying? So. Oh yeah, I like what Joe.
I don't find craft beer people to be pretentious. Maybe Joe Biden's dentures.
You know, they're just too sensitive. If we make one criticism about their whatever, they just get like, what? You know, just.
Well, you see, Michael, you might have had the good experience of not running across too many of them, so which is a benefit. Now, since Michael joined,
maybe so.
Michael
Maybe
was
so.
right on. Right, maybe so. That's a great thing. If you never run into him, you'd be very happy. Now, Michael, he was the first guy to jump on this earlier, so I'm going to let him showcase. Now, Jean, don't feel bad about dropping off if you have to. You know, just.
I will show you the can again. It's from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's Foothills Brewery. It's called Dream IPA at 6.4% alcohol. I do not know the IBUs. It's in a 19.2 ounce can, as all the Foothill cans are. Came with my selection from my cousin, so we appreciate that. And this is what it looks like in the glass. Let me turn it around so you can see it. It's kind of a hazy orange. You can see the head is kind of
Orange golden,
orange golden with a white head that's really holding up well. I poured this about 10 minutes ago, so the head's holding up. Good lacing, pretty nice carbonation you can see floating up. I know in the light if you can see that or not. Let me give it a nose. Okay, the nose is kind of like, we've smelt this nose in IPAs before. It's kind of a combination hop, dank, typical for a lot of IPAs. Let me taste it. Okay, the taste is a combination citrus, and I can't identify the citrus. It seems like it could be some orange, maybe a little bit of grapefruit in it, but it also has the tropical flavors too, your guava and kind of mango in the background too. It's 6.4, so it's a pretty average IPA. You can't taste the alcohol, but it goes down pretty easy. I guess it's medium bodied, and the mouthfeel is kind of a medium mouthfeel as well. So it's somewhere in the middle, goes down pretty easy, pretty nice. You could drink more than one. I know with 19 ounces, maybe you shouldn't drink more than one, but you could. I mean, it seems like it goes down easy, very drinkable. And I'll have a number for you shortly.
Okay. I think Ronnie S. will probably be joining us again pretty soon. But now we're going to go to Bumpy Road. He's going to give us a rundown, and then we'll go to Thomas Meadow.
All right. So, yeah, once again, I got from Pipe Dream Brewing, their Naked Twister Double IPA. Pour the rest of this into the glass to give you guys all the look-see. So it's a nice tight, it's kind of like a semi-off white head. Coloration of the beer itself is gonna go with orange. Kind of looks like orange or pineapple type juice coloration. Very hazy. The aromas in it does have the pineapple, some citrusy orange notes coming through. A little bit of an herbal spiciness, and somewhat floral as well. First swig, cheers.
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 So it's got a pretty creamy mouthfeel, but a medium body. Carbonation just reaching into the kind of medium range. Malt backbone on it. Mostly on the cracker side, going slightly into like a little bit of bready note. Hops coming off with like little spritz of pineapple, and then it kind of goes into this herbal spice note with the tail end of like a citrusy rind bitterness. There is a bit of a resinous burn in the back of the throat. I don't believe that's due to the alcohol. It actually it's more of a burn from like hops, having like extra hop in the beer. I don't get any warming or anything like that in the chest from it, and there really isn't an alcohol flavor to it. So yeah, it's decent. We're not giving scores yet, right?
No, just the rundown, just the description.
We took Sean's score because he cruised off already.
Yeah, he had to leave. He had to meet a lady. I'm just making it up. I don't know what he had to do.
6 feet away, Sean. 6 feet away.
Yeah, that'll work out. Okay. Now off to Eric, and I'm sure Ronnie S will be popping back in a hot second. But let's go ahead.
Yeah. Thanks for having me again. We got the Pig's Ear Double Brown. They're double Pig's Ear Brown Ale from the Woodstock Inn Brewery. North Woodstock. Oh, I almost said Rhode Island. North Woodstock, New Hampshire. So, yeah. Not much of a head really did generate beyond this one finger, and it has your typical, maybe even a slightly darker sort of mahogany, almost like a chestnut color look to it. But definitely what you would think of in a nutshell for a, no pun intended, in a nutshell for a brown ale. It is somewhat opaque and see-through. Not 100%. I mean, pretty close to filtered for the most part. And what did I say? This is 8.4% at 25 IBU. So I think there is gonna be a little bit of lacing. I found a review that I actually did of it on Beer Advocate, so I will compare that score later on for you. Yeah, the smell definitely has like a Vienna malt and a Vienna kind of that malty brown bread toasty quality to it. Certainly there is the caramel and some toffee malt sweetness, a little bit of a molasses note. I'm getting a lot of malt sweetness, but it's not translating to me as a boozy or a alcoholic note to it. Definitely some raisins or dark soaked cherries in that one. So, yeah, it smells like a really good representation of a brown ale.
Cheers.
Cheers to you and Masaru.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, that is really good. It's got a little bit more of the booze in the flavor, but it's more of a warming than it is, hot on the palate. Definitely tons of chewy malts in this one of those toffee and the caramel varietal. Definitely getting a good, I don't know if it's walnuts, maybe that's sort of the nuttiness I'm getting on that one. It's moderately sticky around the rim of the glass, not too bad. And I am getting the brown bread crust, and I'm getting those raisins. I'm getting the same thing from the nose. Maybe there's a little bit of like a cinnamon or like an allspice kind of note in there. It's definitely on the semi-dry side. It does dry out after a little while, but it's got a semi-dry finish to it. Maybe even a little bit chocolatey, like a little bit on the baker's type chocolate. No, and a little bit roasty too. It's moderately carbonated. I like that. It's very clean on the palate itself. It's pretty refreshing for what it is. And I would say it's a medium, straight up medium-bodied beer. My assessment at least is going to stay the same before I give a rating, which is from 2014, my Beer Advocate rating. I do think that this is a good beer to go to if you're, for some reason, in the New England area and you've never had either a brown ale for some reason, or you've never had a bigger imperial ABV beer. This is a really easy one to go for. So far, so good, and it's good after dinner drink. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Good lacing.
Well, now Ronnie should be jumping right back into the mix. So here's Ronnie.
Hi, Ronnie. Oh, wait a minute. He's coming. Hi, Ronnie.
So here's
He's awaiting the big intro.
Oh, he needs music.
all right, folks. So now we're going to bring in Ronnie S. from the Gulf Coast of Florida. The Gulf Coast of Florida is bringing Ronnie.
Is he even in the basement, or are we playing games? Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Not in the basement at this particular moment.
I contacted him on both our sites, on the IRBG and on the Messenger, but so far no response. So he said he joined backstage a while. It's okay next time. So maybe he's not coming back.
Well, Ronnie had a beer,
I know.
and I was interested in what the beer was.
Kind of like scrambled television.
Right, but we all have had our share of technical issues.
Yep.
I wanted to know what his beer was from Florida. It might have not been a Florida beer. It might have been he was in Florida drinking, but it could have been from any state, country, or territory. Okay,
Right.
now, so while we're waiting on the arrival of Ronnie S., I will give my score. So Jean said 85, which is a good score. Me and Jean go back and forth with this, and I'll say, according to my scale, but my scale is not his scale, maybe not, but his scale isn't like cut in stone either. Okay, but anyway, good aroma, good body, good finish, good flavor. I wouldn't say good price, but I would love to have it with some steak fajitas, perhaps, or some tamales. But I'm going solo with it. No food. I'm going to score it. A B plus, 89 out of 100. Now, Michael Komaroff from New York.
Okay. I've had mostly good things to say about all the North Carolina beers I've tried. This is an A beer. I'm going to give it a 94.
Wow.
Good. And like I said, I had one drain pour beer that obviously was a couple of years old. Other than that, they've all been B or higher. And I've been very happy with everything he sent me. Foothills, which is in Winston-Salem, if you get a chance, it's definitely a brewery you should visit. I know when John Manilli visited William Kepley, that's where he took him so they could have, some tap beers there, and they both had a really good time. So I've never been to Winston-Salem in North Carolina, but maybe someday I'll visit there.
I just passed through. I don't know much about it.
I've been mostly in the Raleigh-Durham area when I've been there, and along the coast when I've driven through North Carolina on 95.
I've never been to the coastal part. I've just been on 85 and then 95, really.
Well, 85 goes through Raleigh-Durham.
That's right. And that's pretty much my experience. Now, as we go to the region of America known as New England, we will see what Bumpy Road says about his naked Twister, getting excited, going to have a baby beer. All right.
So this one today, coming off, what I'm picking up out of it, isn't as pleasant as it was when I had it last week. Not saying that the beers changed within a week, but something may have happened in my palate that's changing things right now. So I enjoyed this beer more last week than I am as it sits right now. So I'm going to kind of throw that in the mix when I score it. I thought this was an excellent beer last week. Right now, it's kind of just very good, I would say. So I'm going to land it. I give it like a 94 out of 100. I think that's a decent score.
Good too.
It's very palatable, drinkable. I'm just not digging the resinous burn and kind of the extra bitterness I'm getting off of it today. It's a little more smooth and juicy last week. 94 out of 100.
Nice.
Now Eric is going to give his New England score.
Okay, this double pig's ear brown ale back in 2014. The only other time I remember trying this one, I gave it a average of 3.79 out of 5 on Beer Advocate. So today's rating, I think, is going to be kind of pretty similar. I'm going to bump it up a little bit to at least a 90 out of 100. I do really like this particular beer right now. It's got to actually, I'm noticing as it finishes, I mean, there is a little bit of like a floral, spicy, kind of a hoppy. It's not big at 35. And when it dries, there is, or should I say, when it warms up a little bit, you're getting more of typical brown ale taste without a lot of the 8.4% bitterness. So I think it is a little bit better when it warms up to room temperature, but yeah, pretty good stuff for 8.4.
What's your score again?
90 out of 100.
A minus.
I like it. Can't complain.
And call me nuts. I've had both the pig's ear and the double pig's ear. I actually prefer the regular pig's ear over.
Yeah, I would probably agree with you on that one. Just a little bit more of what you think of as a classic brown ale. We'll drink that one, and more sessionable too.
Now we need Brandon to come on and give his beer. We need Brandon to come on and give his
Bring
beer.
a beer, whoever you are, Brandon. Let's go.
Brandon in the basement.
Now we need Trish to come on and give her beer.
They're not in the
So
They got some Trillium today, so I guess they could.
Jay is summoning people from the beer universe to come on and give their review.
Now it's time for Drunken One to come on and showcase his beer.
He's not much of a beer reviewer, as he says. Original Tecate.
Now it's time for Paul Aubert to come on and showcase his beer. Actually, I talked to him. He can't. He said if he was going to do it, he was going to do it from his office. But his wife cooked some food. His wife told him on the phone she cooked a dinner and she wanted him to come eat it. And he didn't think it was a good idea to tell her, well, I'm going to be an hour late to eat your dinner that you cooked because I want to do a beer hangout. He didn't think that would be a strategically wise decision.
Yeah.
Know how that goes.
So, but he wanted to, he had he actually had bought some Smithwick's. He told me on the phone yesterday, he said, I have some Smithwick's. Could I bring that? I said,
that's a beer.
Is Duquesne Pilsner from Pittsburgh? Somebody
I don't
mentioned
know.
Duquesne.
Oh, yeah, it might be, yeah.
I'm not sure. I know Duquesne University is in Pittsburgh.
Now John Sharon's going to come on and do his beer.
That probably is not happening. Damn.
Jeremy was going to come on, but he forgot.
You forgot. We still on if you want to come on.
Where's the Nelly?
That is a fantastic
John
question.
is going to come on and do his beer.
Or Mad Dog 2020 or something crazy.
Now, Beer Cub and Michelle are going to come on and do their beer.
Crazy with John Sharon. Damn.
John Sharon is a real voice from the past.
Just a little bit.
But I was in the group then, so I know who he is.
Now, Dr. Dave is going to come on and do his beer.
He's laughing at everybody up in Ohio about coronavirus right now.
Are we going to do our normal show while we're online? Should I get some beer to show?
Eric.
Yes.
Eric.
Ooh.
Craft Beer Pours wants a link.
He's getting one.
I'm going to add Ronald Sutton. I'm about to add you. Now Chad's Beer Reviews is going to do his beer.
I think he's retired. Maybe not.
Greg Beer Reviews.
Now Greg Reviews is going to come do his beer, guys.
What about Darwin?
Oh, Darwin.
Darwin and his silver-haired lady are going to come do their beers.
Who are we missing? Lee Russell? No, he's not.
What about Chad Pikowski? Chad's Beer Reviews.
Now the Amosoph are going to come do their beers and tell us, buy the beer, you got to buy the beer. Now Kent Reviews is going to come do their beer. Okay.
Ronnie.
And Blue Nose.
He's back.
Hello.
He is back. Like,
good.
He's like Ace Frehley back in the Florida groove. Okay. Hello,
I
Ronnie.
actually had a
Sorry,
good
that's
one. It's Blue Point out of Long Island, New York. Imperial Sunshine. Blonde Ale. 9.6%. It's got 24 IBUs.
Okay. How much is the alcohol?
9.6.
Wildcard Wednesday beer chat. Wednesdays on TV suck.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty strong. I think it's the strongest Blue Point that they have.
That's Wendy.
Hold on, Ronald. We gotta do some decorum over here. Okay, now Ronnie, I'm gonna highlight you.
No, you don't have to do that. So it's got.
I don't
mind. Take me off.
9.6.
It's got smells and tastes of orange. I've been sipping for a few minutes already. So you can't see the head there. I got a 16 ounce for $1.99 at the gas station, so it's a good price. It's like a citrusy. It's got citrusy smell, citrusy taste to it. Very, I guess, a summertimey beer, and it is a pretty strong one at 9.6, and you can't taste it. It's pretty hidden.
So it's kind of dangerous.
Could be dangerous, yeah. They sell them in 6-packs. I've seen them sold that way. I think I actually bought them in 6-packs before, and yeah, it could get dangerous after like 2 or 3. But it's a great one. I'm pretty sure you can get this, Michael. But Blue Point has pretty wide variety of a pretty wide distribution.
It's in our market for sure.
Yeah, I would think so. But I'm getting it in Florida. I think Blue Point is kind of definitely up and down the East Coast. It might even be farther west. It's gone pretty far since they got bought out by Anheuser-Busch. And it's a great brewery. It's one of my favorite breweries.
Is it expensive?
Well, I got this 16-ounce can for $1.99. I don't think that's too expensive. I think it was worth it.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
Now Beer Geek Nation is going to come review his beers. All right.
Beer Geek Nation?
Yeah.
That's a real throwback. Now, actually, I hate to say this. This is no joke, though. True story. We had some beer reviewers who will never come do another beer review because they passed away, and that's a sad thing.
Holy moly.
Yeah, that was recently, right? Wasn't there a big one within the last year?
so recently and in the last 2 years, So what is your score again for this?
97.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really good. I think all of you guys would like it. It's a blonde ale. It's got with oranges and then natural flavors. I think it's 97 for the style, 97 overall.
That's a
It's really good.
score.
I love this brewery. Bumpy knows that.
Yeah.
Now we have
You should have been wearing the shirt tonight.
Yeah, I should have. That's true.
Now we have Ronald Sutton, who is a longtime viewer, and he's going to tell us about something, a beer, I would assume. What beer do you have tonight, sir? Thanks for watching.
What else? I'm drinking a classic American beer from the land of the sky blue waters.
Budweiser.
The beer refreshing. Ham's the beer refreshing. Yeah, I wish you guys would get back to regular old beers. I said always do a skit on ballpark beers. Yeah, one time Ham's was in 3 ballparks. Not only did they had the Chicago Cubs, the Chicago White Sox, and the Minnesota Twins. Pittsburgh had Iron City. St. Louis, of course, had Busch or Budweiser, but it was different everywhere else. Everybody talks about craft beer. Craft beer is a wonderful thing, but beer is beer. I want beer to taste like beer. And if it's made properly with quality ingredients at a cheap price, this Ham's is $14.99 at 30.
Well, Ronald Sutton, I don't know if you know, but there's a beer tournament going on right now of American adjunct lagers.
I'll get if it's how many you can drink in one session, I'll get in it, bud.
We have on Thursday nights we have the beer tournament. We did Budweiser versus
Coors Banquet.
Coors Banquet last Thursday, and I was very good.
The old yellow belly or the gold.
We did Coors Extra Gold. I mean Coors
Banquet.
We did Coors Banquet versus Budweiser, and then this Thursday
Coors Banquets are yellow bellies. You call them yellow bellies. They're good. They're the short bottles. My buddy loves it. That's all he drinks, and I enjoy it.
Now hold on,
a little too sweet.
Okay, hold on. Now this Thursday we're going to do Miller High Life versus Pabst Blue Ribbon, and then the winner of all of this eventually is going to go. I insist that they go against Busch. I think Busch has to be brought in to play. Busch is a major brand. It's in the top.
Busch should turn up their alcohol content to 5%, just like Budweiser.
Yes, it's like 4.2, right?
Up their alcohol content.
That's why Willie didn't want to
if we
include
do
Busch
Hams?
because it's almost more like a light American adjunct lager versus.
Yeah, I mean, Hams is 4.7. 4.7 session.
4.7, okay.
5's the corporate standard. I want to see this Michael Komarov choke down a Miller. I want to see the look on his face. You know what I mean? Because I don't think he's ever had one before. Has he? Answer the truth. Is it truthful? Have you ever had a Miller High Life?
Yes, I have.
Where's he at? Huh?
I'm here.
Wait. Now, hold on now. Before we go back to the everybody screen, give us a very quick, succinct rundown of Hams. Showing us the beer and everything. We want to see it. We demand it. We insist.
Okay, hold on. Let me punch it out of my cozy, man. Hold on.
I'm ready for my defense.
Michael's called in a lawyer and everything.
Mike's got his lawyer on standby. His beer lawyer.
There you go. Hams. A classic.
Nice. That's a nice can. That's a nice can.
It was born in the land of sky blue waters in the year of 1865. 1865. The guy was a German immigrant, just like everybody else that lived up there, but he catered to the logging industry and also the iron ore industry. Okay. They had bowling teams. They had the Hams beer bear. They had the little Indian guy to come out and beat his drum. The bear would be underneath the umbrella. It wouldn't be raining except under the umbrella that he held. They were the greatest advertisers in the world. But times changed, and then Budweiser hired Ed McMahon on the Johnny Carson show. And he poured that Budweiser in a glass, and everybody saw that son of a bitch, and Budweiser took off. You know, but it goes back a long way. What's
now,
that?
Ron,
Right, now-
what do you think of what do you think of Schlitz?
You know, Schlitz, I've had it. You can't find it around here. You know, it was a Philadelphia beer. Schlitz was out of Philadelphia. They had the Phillies. That's what I said. Do your ballpark beer.
Okay.
No, you're thinking of Schmitz. You're thinking of.
This is
All
Milwaukee.
right, now give us a rundown. Give us a rundown of the hams
Okay.
for now or forever.
No,
Hold
there's
yourself.
not much smell to it. It's just like white bread crust. You know? Oh, let me look at it. White bread crust. You know, it's clear as can be. What's nice about a beer? If you want to pick a good beer, pick one with small bubbles. Hams has smaller bubbles than Budweiser or any other American adjunct. In my opinion, it's the best American adjunct out there. But the smaller the beer, the smaller the bubbles, the better the beer. But, it's a 4.7 sessionable beer. Everybody talks about clean, crisp, refreshing. Yeah, it's that. It's every bit of that. And for the price, I don't think it can be beat. I was spending $14.99 for an 18-pack of Bud Select. Well, I started getting some defective cans, and this is where one of the hats came from, is my buddy John in St. Louis, quality control dude. I had to send him a can and everything in a special box, but he sent me some sunglasses, different T-shirts. But I switched from Select, and they started coming out with hams, and I remembered it from my youth. So I started buying it, and God damn, it's a great tasting beer for the price. Overall rating, my score for the category that it's in, you couldn't go any higher. For an American adjunct lager beer, this is guaranteed 100. PBR, shit, I'd score it down in maybe 84. Coors, Coors Yellow Bellies, they're maybe about a 90. Budweiser is up there. I love Budweiser. I always come back to it. I tweeted, it's like a rubber band. Same with you, Ron Thoreau. You mentioned Budweiser. You always come back to Budweiser, don't you?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rubber band, man. It's classic. You can't go wrong with it. It tastes the same no matter where on this planet you go. You order a Budweiser, it's going to taste the same. Now, how can them craft brewers think that they can keep up with that? The quality control is so high. What do you want, a surgical instrument? Come on, guys. Think about it.
All right. Okay.
I'm sorry,
We
I'm done.
appreciate it,
I
and-
appreciate your time. I appreciate your time and my appearance on your show. You enjoy your evening.
Ron, don't leave.
Don't leave,
Right, I'm
because you're welcome any.
I mean, don't leave.
Oh, my wife just came in the house. I'm dealing with 3 dogs. My neighbor's kid let my dog out last night after we come back for a walk at like 8:15. You know what time he got back this morning? Like it was like 1:45. He was out running through the neighborhood. My prize bird dog. I was so pissed off. I was upset. But sorry about my personal life.
Did you bring back any birds?
I think Michael Komarov has a rebuttal for you.
I am known as
Michael,
the hater of macros. I do not hate macros. I just don't drink them.
My dog, I gotta go outside, man.
all right.
I gotta get on the porch. Hold on a second. Go
All right,
ahead.
whatever.
Okay, Michael, you have the floor now.
Anyway, once I got to craft beer, I just didn't drink macros anymore. I drank macros through my youth, through maybe age 50, maybe. I'm just picking a number. It could be later than that even.
So you don't drink macros at all anymore?
I do if somebody gives me one, but I don't.
You won't buy it.
I would if I could get single cans, but I don't want to buy a whole 6-pack of it.
Yeah, that's weird that you were saying that actually, because I would think in any gas station in New York you get
I guess
the 24-ounce cans. So most macros.
If we weren't in this coronavirus environment and
Yeah.
I'd be driving around, then there are gas stations within a couple of miles that I could go to. Because of what's going on, where we're supposed to be inside all the time,
Yeah.
you really can't justify taking a 2-mile walk to get a 24-ounce can.
That's not essential, I guess, right?
So it's not like whatever. But when I go to the beach in the summer, people have macros. I do drink them. Somebody says, "You want a beer?" I'll take it. Not like I'm refusing to do it. I would say 95% of the beers I drink are craft. And some of the beers I drink, like Yingling, some people don't consider that craft because it's a regional beer.
I wouldn't think it was craft Yingling.
I'm saying, so if somebody gives me a Yingling, I'll drink that.
The oldest brewery in America.
Yingling's known as the oldest craft brewery.
Some people
It's oldest craft. Isn't it the oldest brewery? Period.
Yeah, 1829.
Right.
It's the oldest. It's the oldest period.
In America.
In America, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. I thought it was just the oldest craft
Yes.
brewery.
No,
No, it's the oldest brewery in America.
in America. Is the oldest brewery at all the Stefan Hanner? That is there one?
Weihenstephaner in
There one for 1,000.
1040 AD.
Yeah, right.
Continuously brewing since.
Ryan Stefaner has been around since 1040 at least.
And we
And
don't know
that's in
earlier.
is that in Bavaria?
Germany, yeah. Yeah, right, Bavaria. That's right.
So I've had Ron Sutton, I've had Miller, I've had Pabst, I've had Budweiser. I've had
Now, Weihenstephaner is, I think, a way better brewery than the Yingling. But Yingling is good.
no question.
No question.
Yingling, I've drank tons of Yingling, and the best one I found, other than the black and tan, was Lord Chesterfield.
I like
Right.
Chesterfield ale.
I never had that one. I never heard of that.
Oh, Lord
Lord
Chesterfield ale is a classic. Yep.
I like that too.
Okay, now, well, we're going to get off the air, so I can't even put all the comments because they're kind of talking to each other anyway. But yeah, I wish I could get Schaefer also, but I haven't gotten Schaefer in Louisiana for 20 years, and you can get extra gold. Well, that's
Core
good.
is extra gold you're talking about. Core is extra gold.
Yeah.
Ron, the next time I go to New York, I'm gonna get some Schaefer beers and mail them to you. I know you love when people mail you beers.
No, I don't. I always tell people not to do it.
Michael, what's your opinion of pills? Is it still available, and what's your opinion?
I haven't seen it in a while. It might be available.
Pills?
Yeah, that used to be what, the Yankees beer?
Do they still make peels, Jay?
I believe they
Peel-
do, but
I think I heard that Pabst discontinued Peels because nobody was buying it.
The Yankee beer used to be Valentine. Valentine.
yeah, Valentine. That was
Valentine, yeah.
Black.
That's what's in all the old
right.
pictures. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Valentine
Yeah,
ale.
Schaefer was the New York Giants.
And Rangold.
Maybe Peels was the Mets. Maybe it was the Mets. Peels might have been the Mets.
I think Rangold was the Mets.
Rheingold was good beer. I've had that before.
What is Rheingold? I never heard of that one.
Ronnie, you remember Rangold? You're young though. Relative.
Is it still around?
Valentine was the Yankees.
Valentine.
And right here.
Jay, are they still brewing Valentine, Jay? Pabst?
Yeah,
Yes.
Pabst still makes Valentine.
You can get it in the Bronx.
Oh, that's where the Yankees are.
Yep, the Yankees are in
Yeah.
the brew.
I don't think I want to go there right now. You ain't gonna put my ass in the Bronx right now. Ain't no way.
No.
I'm in Brooklyn.
No.
It's not a good idea to go to the Bronx,
I'm
even with no
I'm in
coronavirus.
Steubenville, Ohio, man. We had just had our first confirmed death.
Your first?
You know,
Oh, man.
The first one. We got this shit back in November. It was after Thanksgiving that people around my area got sick.
But the first one died
Yeah.
right now?
I think we have like 50.
Yeah, we just had our first death, and they shut down everything around me. And, this shit already went through here. Wheeling,
where
West
where
Virginia.
are you at, Ron?
Wheeling, West Virginia.
Okay.
Oh yeah, up in that top point.
Yeah, it's 20 miles south of me. Okay, I can be there in no time. Okay, and we're only 25 minutes from an international airport up in Pittsburgh. You know, it's the tri-state area, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia. Pennsylvania is getting hit hard, but it's over in the east.
Yeah.
But around our area, it's been very, very minimal. Yeah, very, very minimal.
Yeah,
really has. I mean,
that's to be expected. Less density, people density there, population density.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, New York, they make a big deal out of New York. Well, Jesus, it's the third largest city in the world?
Yeah.
You know, no wonder they're going to get a higher rate. You know, come on.
Yeah.
You guys should have seen Trump. I watched a little bit. I don't watch it every night. But that Trump press conference today, you should have heard him getting on the press coverage of this. You know, they talked about the ventilators. Well, he provided all the ventilators. They said, oh, there's still not enough. Well, hell, they're moving them all around.
I think they're running out of stuff to talk about. They go live every day for 2 hours.
Yeah,
I mean, what is there really to say?
When I was a kid, Walter Cronkite came on at 6:30 at night.
All right.
You know, it was a half-hour news.
Hold on. Now, so we're finishing up the beer reviews because they might do hangouts after. But anybody got any last comments? My last comment is we had all good beers tonight. No dogs. Secondly, I'm doing Dawn Busters tomorrow. That's the plan. Johnny Walker Blue Label versus Buchanan's 12-year age. If Johnny Walker Blue Label doesn't win, I'm gonna be angry. And then
but you spent a lot of money for it, right?
Yeah, too much money. And then Friday night, I want to do Fearmonger Friday, but James P. Madonna is probably not going to want to do that. He's going to want to do Fandango Friday, but I wanted to do Fearmonger Friday.
I like your idea.
At least one more time because I wanted to say some volatile things, but I don't. He may not want to do it. But
why wouldn't he want to do it?
Well, he made a long video that I did not watch about how right-wing people are undermining the protocols against coronavirus.
Oh, he's for the lockdowns. That's what you're saying.
Apparently, so. But I wanted to still do Fearmonger Friday on Friday night at 7 Eastern. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. It'll either be Fearmonger Friday or Fandango Friday.
I vote for Fearmonger.
And then I also vote for Fearmonger Friday. And then we have Stout Sunday coming on Sunday. Johnny Neely says he's been so worn out from work he can't even get motivated to do the videos. And I can understand that because I'm tired, man. I got to work at 5:59 this morning and I did not stop except to eat a Rally's All-American cheeseburger with large fries because I had $1 coupon.
At what time?
What?
At 5 in the morning?
No, I got to work at 5:59. I ate the lunch at 11:39. 11:40. So and then I had a Snickers bar.
I have a question for Jesse. Jesse, is Dunkel the official winner?
It is. Yeah, Dunkel is the multi-Monday beer for this stuff.
It was
a Dunkel
Yeah,
block.
The Dunkel took off.
Could it be a Dunkel wheat beer? Because I can get Erdinger Dunkel. Uh-oh.
I guess, yeah, whatever Dunkel falls under.
We had 3 Rons here at one time. I just realized.
I'd have to look it up.
That's the record. We've never had 3 Rons before. Even though this Ron masquerades under the J moniker sometimes.
I'm just gonna say if the beer is stated as being a Dunkel, it's Dunkel, and bring it.
So it's got to say, you got to have your label saying Dunkel, right?
Yeah, yes, because I can get Erdinger Dunkel.
Cool.
I will begin looking at the corners and places I can get beer for a single Dunkel. And I will try to be on Monday. I did not have, you had Saisons. I did not have one.
Yeah.
I have most.
Hey, you see, Ronnie,
here.
Jeremy is making all these comments, but he should be on here reviewing the beers. What he ought to be doing.
Jeremy likes to make comments.
We're breaking the internet.
because we had the 3 R's.
Because
We had
Ralph's
half the
Recreation
stream
and
was
3 Rons
Ron.
were simultaneous. He thinks that's an internet breaker.
Jeremy doesn't like to join anymore. He likes to make comments.
3 Rons equals hams.
Oh,
So, with the beer tournament, is there any chance we can have hams be the tiebreaker, or that's not available?
Well,
That's going to be up to Willie. So
Yeah, the problem with that is that half the people can't get hams.
I'm not
can
sure if
barely
I can
get
get
it.
it. I can look for it, but I'm not sure if I can get a ham.
I'm saying Bush. I'm insisting on Bush because everybody can get Bush for good or ill. For good or ill,
It's gonna lose. Like you said, it's obvious it's gonna lose.
Well, too bad. We didn't brew it. We didn't brew it.
Any chance that Red Dog can get in, Ron? Red Dog.
Nobody can get the stinking stuff.
I haven't seen Red Dog since the 80s.
I don't know.
Same as this
I probably can't get it here. I've seen it in Florida, though, Ronnie. If you see Red
Have you
Dog,
really?
come up. Yes, when I was in West Palm. Now you're on the West Coast.
No, yeah. So you saw it by West Palm Beach?
What kind of distribution it gets across Florida? Because
Really?
they're different
Terrible.
distributors.
That's
It's
interesting.
terrible. Well,
I like Red
let me
Dog.
say, I like it too. Now, let's say this. We appreciate Ronnie Sutton for joining, and he's welcome anytime. We always welcome everybody.
He's got some good insights. He was talking about the history of hams. It's pretty good. There's nothing wrong with macro beers. There's nothing wrong with craft beers.
And if he rates it 100, it will go 100 on my score sheet.
Yeah, I was very pleased with it, with his joining us. And Jean-Pierre made a short appearance, but he had to go. He probably had stuff to do. And then we got Joe D coming on to review a beer. No, he's not.
no, Joe D. Wow.
Greg's beer reviews.
Bart Robinson thinks Eagles is still being made, but he's not sure.
Flacco's beer reviews is coming on next.
Now we have Flacco's beer review. Now we have East Coast Liquors coming on. East Coast Liquors.
Name your channel. They're coming on right now.
Now we got Tanya's beer. Tanya Mikowski coming on right.
Wow.
Alex the Beer Master coming on next.
Where's Alex the Beer Master been? Has he dropped off the map?
He's scared. He's scared of the corona.
He's been talking to the normal people on different videos and such.
And what about Gabriel?
Now we got
Gabriel doing toilet duty? What's
Gabriel's-
the problem? Eric Gabriel.
He's been sending me random Facebook Messenger stuff as you know.
So we know he's alive then.
Yes.
Yeah,
Give him a link.
I've
Never click on the link to join it though.
seen some of that. Now we got Maria Devine, the girl next door, coming on to review her beer.
That's one I will say no thank you, please.
Jay, she's just doing food reviews now. She's giving
I
up
know.
the beer aspect.
I know.
Well, that sucks.
We've got
She's still my Facebook friend though. For that,
for what that's worth. Now we've got Simon Martin from England coming on to do a beer.
Rod Jay's beer. You didn't
Rod
mention
Jay's
him.
beer
Come on,
ventures.
Yeah,
Rod Jay.
Drunken One's beer reviews.
Yeah, where's Rajay? He hasn't joined us in so long.
He still does his own thing. I see him sometimes flirting around with different beers.
And Joel too. Guys, remember Joel from out in California? He's turned into like craft vintage stuff that you sell in like a yard sale.
Damn.
Jay, who's the guy who's in Michigan who used to be on and he hasn't come on in a while? He's somewhere outside Detroit. He Lions something.
Eric
Lions.
Lions fan.
He hasn't been around.
Eric the Lions fan. Yeah,
Yeah, he's something like Big Daddy now or something.
He changed his name.
No, that didn't last. That didn't last. Now we have Eric, a Lions fan, coming on to join our review.
He hangs out with Roger every Thursday or something.
If everybody come on, Jay, you couldn't have fit them all.
I know.
They
Now
have a
here
line.
comes-
Everybody backstage.
Here comes Hoggy to do Hoggy's
Hoggy.
beer review.
Wait, hold on, Eric. Here comes Drewski.
Yeah, Drewski Brewski.
Brisky's alias. We have Eric with
The White Rhino.
now. Here comes
Albino
Albino
Rhino.
Rhino.
These are
Here comes
Lance.
Yeah,
Delush.
Lance Delush. He's been around. He's come
He's
some.
on patient in the basement.
Hello, Rush fans. Chocoboo.
He's in Akron, I believe, right? Lance Delush is in Akron.
Yes, in that area.
Maybe
He's from
LeBron.
Louisiana, right? I remember Ron said he was
Born in
from
New Orleans.
Louisiana.
Yeah, he was born in New Orleans, yeah.
Is everybody
JK,
going to watch the NFL draft tomorrow night?
No.
What do you guys think of on that topic? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers
You can talk
getting all these guys from the Patriots.
I think it's good.
It's strange.
I think it's okay, but
I
do
don't think I'm ever gonna cheer for this team because I've grown up hating the Patriots, and now they got, as a Jets fan. Now I was gonna try to get into the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but now they're basically the Tampa Bay Patriots.
If it's only two players, and they won't be here long because they're both a little bit long in the tooth. So,
Yeah, I hear that. I hope it doesn't amount to much.
but no,
honestly.
Brady is still okay. I'm not putting him down. He's the greatest quarterback that ever lived, I guess, to be fair. But based on his Super Bowls, anyway, I don't know if you can base everything on that. I know Eric is a Patriot.
It could have to do with the coach too, though. So
I guess we'll see if he suddenly now turns out to be Mr. Mediocre because he has good players on his team with him. Then I guess you give Belichick more credit. If he leads them to a Super Bowl crown, then I guess it's mostly him. So
we'll see.
They have a good,
We'll see
they have a
about
good
that.
defense, though. Tampa.
And who knows? They might never even have a season.
Well, we'll see. They're already talking that they'll have stadiums with no people in them, if that's what it comes down.
That's what they're doing with wrestling.
Well,
They're still having the WWE do shows live, and there's nobody there.
That's ridiculous.
I agree.
We'll see what happens. It's a long way off. It's only April. The football season.
Wait. Girl Drinks Beer is coming to do a beer review.
Who's that? Who's that?
She hadn't done a video since 2010.
Oh, damn.
Really?
This is somebody who's been in retirement for a while.
I used to love
I guess 10 years.
Girl Drinks Beers. She made great. She was like one of the best ones,
Ron remembers them all. He's been around for a long time.
I remember them all.
When is our
My
buddy
friend Paul?
come on, Jay? When's your buddy going to come on with us?
Oh, I don't know. He sent me a message this morning saying he was listening to a good theologian on the Catholic radio station. And I said, well, I didn't hear that. He said, you need to get more into the word and less into the drink. And I said, okay.
Oh, calls you out.
I think Jay will right away give up drinking and head right for it. As,
Wait, guys, I just found Ethan's beer reviews. He's going to come on.
Oh, is that the apartment
Ethan's
brewer?
Come on and do a beer review.
Where's Craft Beer Boys?
Where's Craft Beer Wars? Brandon Borrell is going to come on and show us his beer. Now, he was just listening to a radio.
Beer Cub.
He was listening to
Beer Cub. Who's he?
Beer Cub Michelle.
I know
Trail's going to come on and present his beer.
Tanya. You didn't mention Tanya.
I did say Tanya.
Tanya's coming.
She does beer reviews still.
Occasionally.
Been a Jets fan also all my life, Jeremy, and I don't think I'm ever going to see them win it. Ever.
No. Well, maybe when you're about 80. Hey,
Oh.
Who do you like? The Giants, Mike?
I'm a Giant fan, but
Yeah, I
I'm not anti-Jet.
Yeah, why bother? It doesn't even matter.
I'm a Giant fan, but it's been pretty.
those Jets.
It's been pretty thin with them lately. Either the two good Super Bowls were over Eric's team, so that made me feel better because at least we beat a team that didn't seem to be able to lose. So we have their number, but now we can't even, get to the playoffs. So I mean, it's just, whatever it is.
Well, the Giants go through really low times, and then they get to really high times, and they jump down to low times. The Giants are a weird team.
We're gonna close this out, y'all. But Bitter Poet Madman's gonna come on and do his beer review.
Beer chug.
And Jay's beer review.
Giant Space Monkey is going to do a special beer review.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's never had a channel. It really would be special.
I don't
Okay,
know. I still come on.
He might. And Doc and David, my friend David, he did come over the other day, and we did a lot more. So we have so many in the back stock that we did. So I got to keep posting them. We did just one after the other.
For somebody who really likes doing like the duo reviews with you, I'm surprised he doesn't join live with some of these things.
He was telling me the other day he could do it. He has a phone and he could connect. And
phone is not great. Better with a computer.
Better have a computer. Yeah, phones they bug out bad. A lot of the people we've noticed over the years, a lot of people that have the major technical problems, they're using a phone.
It's kind of uncomfortable to hold your phone, or you don't get good. You can't put it down somewhere. It's just more difficult.
I used to try it from the beach club, and it never seemed to work. And then I'd lose power, and it would cut out.
Yeah,
but it was a real problem. Yeah, it was a real problem. Yeah. All right. Well, we were shouting out all the old beer reviewers and current ones, and my friend Paul told me on the email today, and then he called me on the phone. He said, "Are you going to do a special video for having 5,000 views?" I said, "No, because then it looks like I'm trying to hustle for views." And I was never a person, that was trying to hustle for views.
Right.
But he was saying, no, you ought to do it just as a homage to your fans, the people that watch the videos. I said, that's true. I said, but I do have 10th anniversary coming up in November. I should maybe focus on that. I don't know.
Bumpy did a giveaway for when he got to a special milestone, and I won.
I did two giveaways, and then I said, forget that. No more giveaways. The first giveaway cost me a lot more money than it should have.
What was the first one? Was
the
I
first
the first
one
or
was
the
a
second?
book. It was home brewing with no, it wasn't that one.
Maybe I'll do a video challenge contest where if whatever viewer who wants to can win, and they can drive down here and stay at a motel at their own expense, but then they have a 1 hour dinner with me at any Mexican restaurant of my choice.
Yeah, no, my first giveaway, the book cost me something like $22. What's that? Oh, the book cost me $22, and I shipped it over to somebody that won. They were in the UK. It cost me twice as much to ship it than what it cost me to book.
Yeah, I've done that with beer. I've sent the beer that cost $2 and the shipping cost $20. I was like, no thanks, no mo.
Yeah.
No mo. Let them go buy some beer. Look, here's the thing. Don't ship people beer and don't get beer from people. You know why? It's cheaper just to go around your neighborhood and buy a lot of beer. You can just do it. It's so easy. You don't have to drink all that stuff. Okay. Now, of course, Michael had a cousin who sent it anyway, right?
I appreciate it.
He's gotten so much mileage out of that shipment. It is so terrific.
And I still have 10 of them left. So
damn, wow, pretty good.
And I am definitely telling people I don't want you to go to that expense and trouble to send me beer. But notice carefully that I never actually explicitly forbid it either. I think Shane Fudge sent me the all-time greatest beer shipment. Shane and Maxwell, I'm sorry, Maxwell. Art from Germany sent me this huge box of beer.
Beer Chugs is going to do a beer review.
We're gonna do a beer review. Unfortunately, the beers got shattered. 3 of the beers got shattered on the trip from Germany, but the other 17, he sent me like 20 beers. The other 17 were so very interesting. All right, and then I had Pete and his brother contact me today. His brother Joe contacted me today and said, "Do you remember when Pete came to visit you years ago and y'all did a live beer review?" I said, "Do I remember? Of course, I'll never forget." So that was nice to hear from them. And all right, well, that's it. We've gone on long enough. Last call for comments. Go
We're
on.
rambling now.
Stout Sunday, 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time on John and Billy.
Stout Sunday. Hopefully, I'll have something besides Founders Porter.
Matherns will definitely get a stout before that, right? Before the weekend.
Yeah, it was really bad for about 2 weeks. Nothing was coming in, nothing. And now it looks like it's starting to pick up. So I should be able to get something, you know. Oh, wait. Last few comments here. Let's see. See, when you on StreamYard long enough, it starts to go really slow. Hey, Louisiana. Oh, thank you, Sam. Dawn Busters tomorrow morning. Get ready for some Johnny Walker Blue Label.
What is verse? What?
Buchanan's 12 year.
Ooh,
How expensive is the Buchanan's?
not very.
$35. 35. So we're talking about $229 versus 35.
Whew. Yeah.
I guess the $35 one won already, right?
Yeah.
Well, guys, I have to run off real quick.
Right.
But Beer Chugs on Beer Chugs channel,
Oh, yeah.
he's doing his What the ABV tonight. So that's gonna be starting up here at 9.
What's the if you search for it on YouTube? What exactly do you got to put?
Beer Chugs.
There's beer chugs. Is it? I mean,
You
one
have to
word.
comment in the
'Cause
chat,
sometimes
so
it's hard
that's
to find different things.
Yeah, if you scroll
So we
scroll up in
just-
the chat, it's right there. He left a comment.
Beer chugs.
Bumpy,
Okay.
put the link in the private chat here. All right, cool.
Cheers, everybody, and
All right.
I will catch you.
We're on the air. We're on the air right now.
Go ahead, Jay.
I'm shutting it
Cheers,
down.
everybody. It's been a great Wild Card Wednesday.
Cheers.